In agriculture news from agview.net, Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue announced the second round of Market Facilitation Program payments will be headed out to farmers suffering from those trade retaliation by foreign nations. The payments should begin any time now, and producers of eligible commodities will now be eligible to get 25% of the total payment expected, in addition to the 50% they already received. He said the second round of payments, along with the already provided disaster assistance, will give farmers who've had a tough year due to unfair trade retaliation and natural disaster much needed funds in time for Thanksgiving and the holiday season. He went on to say, while we continue to have confidence in the president's negotiations with China, the money will show that President Trump is following through on his promise to help and support farmers as he continues to fight for fair market access. We might recall earlier this year, President Trump authorized USDA to provide up to $16 billion in aid through various programs. That's in line with the estimated impact of the retaliatory tariffs on U.S. agriculture goods and other trade disruptions. Well, farm credit conditions within the Federal Reserve's 10th District steadily deteriorated in the third quarter of this year. The Kansas City Fed report says that in spite of the slight increase in the price of some agriculture goods, as well as additional support from government payments, farm income declined at a modest pace. Loan repayment rates also declined at a modest pace in the third quarter. District bankers say agriculture economic conditions were influenced by uncertainty about crop production, agriculture trade uncertainty, as well as a variety of other factors, all contributing to commodity price fluctuations. Continuing weakness in the ag sector put even more pressure on farm finances, and signs of modest increase in credit stress continued in the third quarter. Farm borrowers made additional cuts in spending in response to the continued lower revenue environment. 75% of bankers reporting farmer working capital deteriorating at least modestly in 2019, compared with 90% as recently as 2016. Farmland values, though, continue to be a positive note in the sector. Those values remain stable and continue to provide ongoing support to an otherwise struggling economic sector. And on farms large and small across the U.S., the number of women making decisions is growing. Against that backdrop, and especially in view of the current struggling farm economy, Kansas State University hosting a four-part series of workshops focused on helping women sharpen their farm financial management skills. More than 25,500 women are the decision makers on Kansas farms, and they farm more than 14 million acres, according to the USDA's latest census of agriculture. Overall, in 2017, 36% of all agriculture producers across the nation were women. That's up from 31.5% in 2012. 56% of farms had at least one female decision maker. Now, the sessions of all these are on Wednesdays, starting on January the 15th, and they'll be in the evening. They'll be offered in 31 locations around the state, a combination of broadcast keynote as well as local speakers. Find more at agmanager.info. You can find more information on all these ag stories at agview.net. We'll have more coming up.